Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On first down, Hurd. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch right. Hey, defense.
There's Garoppolo to throw. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the slant.
Snap came and won. Now here's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From midfield here, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That's up. Wait. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Man, I got you.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Let's get it.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And fights through one man. The 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
To throw here, Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
53, Mike 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
To throw again. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Andy Dalton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here you go, Cam. Hot. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch this.
Dalton now to pass. On the right side, caught by Green. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
We got double up.
Here's a run with Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 99! Check 99!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Ross on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check, check.
They'll run here with Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check. Check. Nice. Check. Under 10. Under 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He's got his man here. It's Green. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught right side, Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
54. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 13. Over here.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Here you go, Ken. Here you go, 368.
Andy Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And Bryant's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air one out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Hurd. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check tight.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt to football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing again, Dalton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hands up. Lead. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Kill. Big gas.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hands up. BAT. Man, I got you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Check it back.
On the run, it's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
They're running it.
Throwing, Dalton. And able to find Green. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down.
Hands up. Lead. Check 53's Mike. All dead. Hands up.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let go, defense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Two.
This is Coleman. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a big drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Right 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot. Slam. Shoot.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go 368.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati 1st.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's high. Lee. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I hope he brought that.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So Dalton now. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Passing. It's Dalton. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get ready.
Now Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And it'll be Dalton again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Hurd. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Alert 3. Watch out.
We're good. We're good.
Mixon with it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton now to pass. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go, here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. By 20.
52's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
21, 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. On first down, Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
29-yard line.
Hands up. Larry.
56. Stop your whining.
From the 29, Dalton going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
3rd down and 8 yards.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one, because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And now off to the races down the right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Watch 57. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll run it here with Bernard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. From the center of the field, this to win the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.